Hey, this is Judgment Awaits, and I'm playing Space Marine. And I don't know about you, but I'm a big Warhammer fan. Now, Warhammer is divided up into fantasy and 40k. Fantasy is about medieval times. You have knights and dragons and stuff like that, and different armies. 40k, though, is what this is based on, and it's set, I don't know, 40,000 years into the future or something like that. But you're playing as one of the Space Marines. Space Marine is a genetically altered human that basically stands like 9 or 10 feet tall, has more than one heart, different I think like a metal lung system and everything like that. They're just made to be totally crazy, just death machines. And right now I picked up the Thunder Hammer, which is a beast of a weapon and a jump pack, and I'm gonna try the Thunder Hammer out. Just seeing what it can do right here as I got it. And the Thunder Hammer just walks through enemies and destroys them really easy, and the jump pack is a lot of fun to play. Alright, now that top bar is your health. The red part is your actual health, and then that yellow bar around that is actually kind of a shield. Think of it as Halo-like. You have your shield, and then once that goes down, then your health can start going down, and that shield will basically recharge and whatnot. So right now I'm coming into this area, and I'm looking for an orc. We're playing against these green skins, and there's an orc shaman right now that I'm going after, and I'm just kind of looking, trying to see where everything's at and wait for him to come in there. And there I see him, but you can charge up with your jump pack and then come down like that, and it kind of dazes them. Now when they're dazed and you see that red B button, you actually go up to them, press that B button, and you'll do like a finishing off move, and you'll actually can gain back some of your health if you're down on health from doing those kind of moves. So that's your only way to get back health in the game, besides starting over or dying or whatnot. And when you finish off an area, you see that metal hand there. That kind of shows you which way to go. But I'm kind of looking around because there's little servo skulls that you can collect and get audio logs from different people in the game. So make sure you look out all around everywhere. There's ammo to pick up, grenades that you can pick up, and you really never have to worry about running out of ammo. There's so much to pick up. Now right now, here's one of those skulls that I was talking about. There you go. Now right now you can have 4 guns, and right now I have a plasma pistol, a bolter, a las cannon, and a vengeance launcher, but you can't use the bigger weapons. You only can use the bolter, which I have equipped right now, right there, and the plasma pistol, which is up on the D-pad. And you can't use the bigger weapons because you have the Thunder Hammer. When you have the power axe or the power sword or the chain sword, you can use those type of weapons, but you're kind of limited right now. The meter on the bottom left, that's your Fury meter. You can actually activate that Fury by pushing both of your thumbsticks in at the same time. So if you ever get around a big group of people or you get in trouble, you can activate that. Besides making you a total insane killer in hand-to-hand, that Fury thing, once you charge it, you actually can use it to shoot your weapons, and it slows down time and gives you a chance to really aim at people and whatnot. So I'm looking for the Orc Shaman, like I said, and you can usually see a green thing around him and whatnot. There he is, right up ahead. So I got to figure out how to get up there and everything like that. And he keeps spawning in orcs to take me on. But there you see the Thunder Hammer just laying waste. Now on the bottom right, there's the weapon that you have currently equipped, and that infinity symbol just means you have infinite ammo with the plasma pistol. Most weapons actually have ammo that you have to pick up, but your pistols, they give you an infinite amount, so you'll never run out. And then just to the left of that, you see 5 round grenade symbols. That just tells you how many grenades you have and everything. Now overall, I'm really liking this game, and I'm probably jaded because, like I said, I really like the Warhammer world. The Warhammer world and whatnot, it's basically a tabletop game system, and you have these little guys that you put together. They're either pewter or plastic, and then you put them together, spray paint them, and then paint them all up in whatever chapters you like or whatever army you're playing. Besides orcs and space marines, there's all these other alien worlds and different armies that you can get. Now right now I'm about to die you see my screen kind of going gray, so I need to kill somebody and stun them, and so I can do a finishing move and gain some health right now, and I'm not seeing anybody. There's the leader that I'm going after though. But my overshield is charged back up so I can get on some people, and I always miss jumping up on this middle thing, but there we go. I get up there. I'll get a nice achievement. I'm not sure what that is. And there's a guy I'm looking for, and you have to take him out kind of like a couple times, and he kind of flies away or teleports away, so he's a little bit of a booger to take down, but that's just part of the game and how they made him. Now back to the Warhammer 40k world though. I don't play the tabletop game anymore. It was a lot of fun, but it takes a while to play, and just with my schedule it just doesn't work. And plus it's really expensive. I mean, to equip a full army, you're looking at a few $100s to play the game. So and I used to have, boy, probably about 6 or 7 armies, so I had a couple $1,000s wrapped up in this tabletop game that I didn't play all that often. But luckily I was able to sell them on eBay and whatnot. But I still like the Warhammer realm and everything like that, and I read a lot of the books. If you go to blacklibrary.com, you can see those books and kind of check them out. They sell them there and whatnot. But if you're familiar with the Warhammer world and the Ultramarines in particular, that's the chapter that we're actually playing, the particular Space Marines that we're actually playing in this game. If you've read their books, this story kind of reminds me of a couple of those books and whatnot, especially with the ending. So, but I don't want to spoil that ending for you, so I'm not going to tell you what happens. And I will say this: I did like the ending. It kind of made me mad, but I kind of liked it because it was kind of different and everything. But here I pick up a plasma pistol, and you can actually shoot this semi-automatic. Or, oh, there I get the guy, and unfortunately that doesn't kill him. But like I said, you can actually fire semi-automatic, or you can hold it down and it like does a super blast with it. But like the ending, like the graphics of this game. There's good dialogue, a good story to follow, keeps you interested. Like I said, it's just a fun game to play, and it's a good break from Call of Duty. And because it's third person, it's going to get me back into getting ready for Gears of War 3 when it comes out on September 20th. Much of the button layout and mechanics are the same as Gears. You can't, crouch behind cover or anything like that. But other than that, it plays really similar. Now I kind of fast forwarded some. I kind of wanted to show you what it's like to shoot the bolter. And here I've got it out. The bolter, you kind of hip fire it. You can zoom in a little bit and shoot it. You don't aim down the sights though, like with the bigger weapons like the las cannon or something like that. The aiming reticle just gets a little bit smaller when you kind of zoom in with the bolter, but it's a beast gun. You get a couple variants of the bolter as you progress through the game, and you also, oh, there's another achievement. I'm not sure what that was for, but hey. You also can get a storm bolter and everything like that. Now, besides the Space Marines and Orcs, there's another army that you'll come up against, and if you're familiar with the Warhammer world, you know which army that's going to be. They're kind of the arch enemies of the Space Marines and whatnot, but I'm not going to spoil that, for those who haven't played the game. Things I don't like about it, whenever you're doing combinations of attacks, you kind of keep going in a linear line with those and can, totally miss people and whatnot. So I'm not a fan of that, and that's kind of what happens when you play third person and use mostly the hand-to-hand versions of things. But that's not too bad. I did get caught in a couple areas. In one area I seemed to get to the end and it didn't, go forward with the next sequence of events, so there's a couple bugs that you'll find, but very rare. I think there was only one bug like that I found in only a couple places, where I got stuck on anything and I could get out of those. But there is a little bit of language. They say DAMN or some variant of that a couple times, but it's very rare. You're going to hear a lot worse stuff on TV, but just be aware of that and whatnot. Now I need to get my health restored, and here's one of those times where I get stuck right here. See that? I just hate when I get stuck on things in the game. but it's not that bad. And there I activate Fury. I'm about to die, so might as well activate that and go on a little rampage here and take him out. So as you can see, my health gets restored though by things I kill and whatnot. So Fury mode is nice, and that's Beast with the Thunder Hammer. Alright, so, and as you see that little symbol on the Ultramarine symbol on the left, as you kill the bad guys, that gets replenished, and it goes up fast, so you restore that pretty fast and can do it again, you know, when that comes into play. And there's that Shaman guy, and once again he teleports out of the way. Now let me tell you what really upsets me about this game. There's one thing, and that's the fact that you can't get any power armor for your avatar for Xbox. You know, I'd love to equip my avatar in some kind of power armor, especially if I could have a Thunder Hammer or something like that. I don't normally pay for anything like that. Oh, and I love that baseball swing there. But like I said, I normally don't pay for anything for an avatar. But I would for this, just because I'm such a Warhammer freak and whatnot. I think you dropped the ball there, THQ. But, oh well. Hey, here's going to be another swing. Oh, you got to love that. And all the different weapons have different finishing moves, so they're pretty cool to see. The axe is probably one of my favorite. You bust it right in somebody's head. Well, you'll just have to see it for yourself. It's pretty cool, though. Now I'm going to fast forward it here because you don't need to see me trying to find this guy. But this is a solid entry, I think, for this genre and this Warhammer world. There are other Warhammer games, and they take a different pace, and there's a different style of play than this third-person game. So I'm excited to see that with this game. There's a lot of areas where this game could improve. I think there's a lot more customization that you can give it and whatnot. But I'm hoping this game is successful in THQ's eyes, and they actually take it a step further on the next go through. And I hope there's a Space Marine 2 or one of the other factions, maybe a Space Wolves. I was always more a Space Wolves fan than the Space Marines. But it'll be exciting to see where this goes. Here I'm about dying again. I think I'm able to find the guy right around here, though. Oh, there he is. There's the last guy. He's stunned, so I'm going to take his staff and stick it through his chest. Obviously, there is some gore in this game, so you want to be careful with that. You know, I wouldn't let my younger kids watch this and whatnot. But that does it. That's, you know, one of the bosses that you take out. You still got a big orc boss, and I'm not going to spoil it what else you got to do. But hope this gives you an idea whether or not you want to buy this game or not. You know, I like it, obviously, but like I said, I'm jaded and kind of love the 40K world, so I'm going to like this a lot better than maybe you are who are not. But at least rent it. Pick it up, rent it, and it's a fun playthrough. And I'll try to do a multiplayer video on this as well. But as always, take care and God bless.